Let's get into the mode.
Let's get into the mode.
The mode. Button.
You know, about having like before we play, we say thank you to our opponent. Thank you.
Thank you for existing.
Thanks for the games. Thanks for putting your positive energy into the Melee flame.
For sure.
Right.
That's the most beautiful part about competition is that by them bringing out their best, they also bring out the best in you.
That's right.
And therefore you mutually gain a better understanding of yourself.
And the game.
And the game. This is why I love Melee, because for the longest time, I mean, I've used this game as a reflection of myself for, forever. And that's like, it's really weird that because I wanted to get better as Sheik, I started taking better care of myself, and it kind of spiraled from there.
You say a reflection. Well, what does that mean? How could Melee, a digital video game, be a reflection of yourself?
Because every action, everything you do has some sort of ideology to it and some sort of understanding of consequences or lack of consequences. Meaning that
You're saying like everything you do in game,
you could break down
reflects your philosophy, your subconscious thoughts. It shows you something, perhaps, about who you are deep down that you may not have known.
and you could dissect that even if it's not it's not apparent. It's still something that you could investigate in yourself.
Why would I want to investigate anything in myself, David? Why wouldn't I want to just keep it all in the shadows?
Don't you want to be 1-to-1, have perfect alignment between yourself and
That's a
what
really
you're doing?
good question. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. What's so good about it?
Well, it's not a matter if you choose to or if you don't want to. It's totally fine. I totally believe in this game. Like you don't have to strive to be the best player in the world to enjoy this game. People enjoy the game for
That's so
multiple
true.
reasons.
That's actually so true.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people.
I've been wondering about that. Like, what do I want? Because I don't think I want to be the best player in the world. I want to. I've got other goals.
What kind of goals?
Well, first of all, to have beautiful people such as yourself
Thank you.
come to the reads and to create content like this where we're hanging out, we're talking about life, and we are participating in and playing a game that can serve as this reflection. Because sometimes we need a little bit of a mirror to help us understand ourselves better.
Well, the mirror. I mean, it's no different than art, than music, where it's like through
Right.
by expressing yourself, you're able to see a different slice of you that otherwise would not be present if you're just in a box by yourself.
I didn't say it, but I agree.
I know that you agree, and you know this too.
You know that
Both
I
of you know
agree.
this.
But isn't it crazy that because Toph and I, myself, I've been playing this game for a long time. Back when people thought video games were destructive and so dumb,
Yeah.
you're wasting your entire life. And now I'm sitting next to an accomplished gamer, and I'm hearing that taking a game seriously can, in a sense, be like an art form or like poetry or something like another medium of self-expression. It's just so much different than how people used to talk about video games.
Yeah. It's the old like video games cause violence, which is very like it's a fair assessment, but it's more so that people who are have a violent disposition are more attracted to games that have those kind of violent behaviors.
It's just another conduit.
Yeah.
It's just what you make it.
What do you think about Chompy? You think
Chompy, hey, I like what Chompy's bringing to the table. I love that Chompy's kind of engaging with us on this beautiful morning.
too? I think Chompy is reflecting on their choices.
You know what? I hope they're having a lovely day. They're waking up. It's a Monday morning. Maybe they're doing some virtual work. They're on their lunch break, and they're like, let me queue up some ranks and trying to get on the climb.
Get on the climb. Some virtual work. Something I'm observing about JMUK's play, just to comment on it, is that, okay, I can't reaction tech chase if I'm talking, and JMUK can, which is very impressive. I find it incredibly difficult if I'm not
It's hard.
1,000% clued in.
You need to be dialed in.
Yeah, you need to be so dialed in. But JMUK, first JMUK Tacticals on the beats.
Oh! We know they talk about the stages of competency. Too. You know about the stages of competency?
I do. But let's
Confidence versus competence
Well, that's probably a different thing. But
could be a different thing. Yeah.
when you're trying to learn something new, it can be argued that there's some stages that you have to go through, and you start out unconsciously being not competent at this particular skill.
Go ahead. Yep.
And then you become aware. You become. What's the word? I can't.
GG's
even-
Chompy.
Too many opponents. Thank you.
GG's.
Thank
Our
you,
first
Chompy.
opponent, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chompy. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
And for being a part of a mirror for ourselves to improve.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
You, you have to hold D.
Hold B.
Bobby, I'm
Okay.
inspired.
You want to play?
It's
I
truly
wanna
it's
play-
truly an honor. It's a very surreal
Well,
experience
let
to
me
be
just
playing.
make sure that I'm not shielded out of my mind. Sometimes I'm shielded out of my mind.
Do you have a favorite guest that you've ever had? Have you watched any of the reads? You know, most of our guests have never watched the reads.
Interesting. I would
I think
find
it's a shame. I think that actually we should require top players to sit and watch multiple episodes.
to have a sit down.
If it
Have a little
was-
sit down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we've got a true fan of the game, and
That's
and
right.
J-Mook here.
That's right.
J-Mook, I am so delighted. I think in the public lens. Oh, this dude, I always get the tough. You know who this is?
Stebone sounds familiar.
This is Blue's Clues. Okay.
Blue's Clues.
I have played Blue's Clues with my Sheik, and we actually went kind of even. But I would
there's
say
history.
it was just on unranked.
Okay.
But so Blue's Clues had a famous netplay set where Blue's Clues did 3-0 Hungry Bucks.
Oh my.
So this is like a high level opponent, and I was inspired by the play that I just witnessed from J-Mook. So I did lock Sheik. I should strike on the strike. I might need a J-Mook bailout, depending on how this first game goes.
I fully trust
Do
you.
you
on
know
this.
about the bailouts on the reads and the classic switcheroos?
Yeah. So was it like a lifeline? You have how many mulligans?
Maybe
essentially?
one, maybe I don't know. What do you think? How many mulligans should we get?
I think we can play it by ear.
Can you walk me through this
Well-
matchup, J-Mook? I don't really like
That's a
it.
good question.
Yeah, it's tough because obviously this is a tough matchup for Peach.
I'm
and
sure.
Sheik
Yeah,
is a-
I'm sure it's tough for both. Like Peach players, I know Peach players don't like it. But
I think the biggest part is that Peach will only be able to win if you give her enough time to set up space and not taking advantage of the fact that you are the faster character.
so,
So being her fate, you're a pretty aggressive player, J-Mook.
Yeah, which is funny because Sheik is notoriously considered to not be that. You know,
Right.
I think in tournament in general, Sheik thrives off of like most of her game plan revolves around strong defense and just strong offense, meaning like nair out of shield, tech chasing, CC, all like reversals. A lot of her biggest openings come from being more reactive, like playing reactively in neutral and having proper responses.
I want to play it more like that. I want to be more aggressive.
And truth is like
spots.
yeah, and any character in Melee can adopt that.
I like that you roll.
It's a good role.
So you're saying like don't be too aggressive, or like I'm the faster character, so use that to.
Not let her pull turnips. What
I
does
see.
Set up mean? Is that what that means?
So being reactive, like for instance, like Peach like floating in the air, you can react to that by just jumping up and just reacting to jumps with your jump is super huge. Like even there, like that was a needle, could have been a fair. You could have like swatted her out of the air. And it's-
Right.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. That is okay. That's so tempting to go for, and it's.
I was spacing out, my bad.
That was like
was listening to the
candy was on the
podcast.
table, and I like I know that I'm on a diet, and I probably
But you reach for it. You reach for it before you even notice. That's how those peaches get me too. I'm always reaching for a candy jar.
I used to be roommates with Kalamazoo, and Kalamazoo was like, dude, you don't understand how good this match is for Sheik, because forward tilt, you can't do anything about forward tilt as Peach. And I was like, okay,
You know what? F this.
forward
I'm
tilt. And
gonna,
I get that it's good sometimes,
I'm
but
gonna keep
I
listening.
wonder what situation he means.